Yo, welcome back to the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy, Jamel Kijana, aka Melly Mel, aka whatever you want to call me. And who do I got with me?
It is I, Playboy. I'm California Dreaming, and I'm leaving the girls screaming because I'm a pussy licking demon. Troy. Woody woo.
All right. Who else we got?
It's your boy Cooley High, aka Cooley Almighty, aka Cooley with the Toolie. Catch me in the studio and we get into it. That's so she.
Okay. Y'all spicing up the intros. I'm gonna have to
That's
spice
so
mine up next. Okay, who else we got in the building?
Hey man, we consistent over here, man. It's the people's favorite DJ Rose. What's good with y'all boys, man?
I'm
Cap.
actually a DJ. Boom, boom, boom,
He
boom.
finally did his own intro without cussing. I'm proud of him.
And when we start getting spicy, he wants
start
to
calling-
Well, Nazi, you already started it. Nazi, you already started. You talking about the demon?
we spiced it up to this episode. I thought we
Yeah.
So I just thought I thought we was all going in. Rose used to be the only spicy one, so I thought we all be spicy.
Hate it. Okay. Who else in the building?
Y'all already know, man. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Platinum P. You know what I'm saying? Platinum Pimp Pat in the building. Back here gracing the goddamn, podcast.
The opinion.
I guess that's the best way you can say it.
Don't do that, man, like that.
Who keep paying for him to come back?
It's just graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't go too crazy.
Facts. I feel you. Humble. All right. Let's get into it, y'all boys. So last episode, it was the last night of the finals. I can't really remember. Yeah. It was. The finals was ending that night. But so this is our first episode since we really seen the end of it. They had the parade and all that thing. They got Jokic got the finals MVP. So let's discuss a little bit about it. And do you guys think they can repeat? And if not, who are some early predictions of who you think will win next year?
I could see them going back to the finals. There's no teams not yet that have made any like major moves that I'm like, man, that's gonna be a game changer. And I mean, yes, the Phoenix Suns have picked up Bradley Beal or whatever, but for right now, I don't believe in it. Just like I didn't believe when they picked up Kevin Durant in the first place. I just don't believe in it because they have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Cameron Payne basically as their starting lineup because they have nobody else on that team. And they've literally given all the money to the starting lineup. There's nobody else on that bench that even matters because I don't think anybody else is signed. So they're not making any major moves to me yet. So, and right now, I mean, the best contender to them, I guess, in the West would probably be the Lakers right now because they're going to actually have a full year with that team instead of half a season. And, I mean, the Kings got experience now, so they're going to be a threat and always going to be Golden State because they're the Golden State Warriors and they have the best shooter of all time. They have the best duo maybe of all time. So, and it's just
you just named four out the West right there. We also got to remember the team that just won. I don't think we've seen any teams lately win a title off of immediate success. So I don't think any major moves this offseason would even change anything, honestly, because when was the last time a team made a major move in the offseason and won the title immediately after?
I think the Bucks. Didn't they with Drew Holiday?
No, he was already there.
Golden State.
No, he wasn't. I think he got there like 1 or 2 years.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like within the same year. Like I'm saying,
you get it was the same year. I really
was Golden State.
Okay.
When they picked up Kevin Durant, that same year they won one chip.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm referring. Okay, that's come on now.
That's a different echelon. But I see what you mean there, Mel.
They would have went back to the finals without Kevin Durant that year. We are even before KD got there. We already knew this was going to be a dynasty for like this is going to be a back and forth for the next couple of years, whether they had KD or not, because it was just the same one from the previous year.
But all I said was
because teams were getting better.
Yeah, teams were getting better.
Maybe
the team that got them there got older until, so it was kind of like, yeah, they could have, but then again, like KD kind of made sure and ensured that was insurance policy. there.
Facts.
So,
But I will say to the main topic though, I think that, saying that the Lakers potentially might be in there for sure, but I think we're sleeping on that team downstairs, bro. I think that the Clippers could potentially do
Mm-hmm.
something if
when are
they
they going to be
actually go into to this season together. And I mean with the report
They gotta
saying that they
stay
want to
healthy.
bring back Chris Paul, bro. If you bring back Chris Paul in there with Kawhi Leonard, and I think Kawhi Leonard is one of the most efficient players in the game today, I just don't see too many teams being better than them. The only thing stopping them I see is health at that point, which I mean we've seen in history that stops them every time.
Every single time. Every
Yeah,
single
they
time.
just gotta stay healthy, but they could if they keep it together, they could go deep.
You see, if you see Kawhi on the court, you know Paul George is in street clothes. If you see Paul George on the court, you know Kawhi's in street clothes. So it's
So
like,
that
Right.
mean going off of Pat's possibility, does that mean in order for Chris Paul to go over there, do you have to trade Paul George?
No,
No,
no, no.
I don't
I
think
think they're gonna
so.
get rid of Russell.
Basically,
I don't think
like
so.
for the Clippers, if they could try and sweeten the deal, if I'm them,
That's
I'm
not even
trying
an
to
equal
out
exchange.
not for a thing. It's some of the young players that they got
No,
to question and try and get that tip, but
that shit's not happening.
they're gonna
That's
have
just
they're
not
gonna have
happening.
There's no way.
The Wizards are trying to build a squad, bro. And if the Wizards are smart, I'm taking the Clippers have the best pieces other than the Nuggets. I'm taking Bones. I'm taking John or John, bring them back.
But you
I'm
think about it
taking
though.
Richard Covington. I'm taking Norman Powell. You
But
know what I mean? I'm
you're
taking
missing the fact that they're gonna end up just buying out Chris Paul and he's just gonna leave. They're not gonna
yeah,
like
no, Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul's not staying with the Wizards
yeah.
regardless.
But
So
I'm
that's
saying
why
they're
I'm
not gonna
saying you
get
send
nothing
them
out of
to
the
the
trade.
Clippers. You
I
send
mean, if
them
you're
to
the
the Clippers and get you back Richard Covington, Norman Powell, and get some picks.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're actually gonna trade him. They're
I
gonna
think they.
like
I
I think
think.
like
I
the
think.
once it finally goes through, they're just gonna buy him out.
I think you're. I think you're chopping your hand if you do that. I can send
You
him to the Clippers,
yes,
and I
but
can get a few pieces because they have bodies. I'm getting that and some
so
picks
that would be the
because
smart
they
move.
fucked themselves with the Suns. That
Yeah.
Suns deal is shitty.
and the Sun,
Well,
it is with the Suns. The only move they can really do now is hope that they could trade DeAndre Ayton for 3 pieces.
they're
That's
not
the
gonna trade.
best thing.
They're not gonna trade DeAndre.
They're
They're
not
gonna have
trading that team.
The
They
Suns,
rocking with that team.
that's who the Washington Wizards wanted in the deal. They wanted
Yeah,
DeAndre Ayton, but they didn't trade him. The
they
Suns
rocking
said
with that
no.
team.
to feel like to get better deal from some other pieces who are actual like role players. But the thing is with
And
that, the Suns is taking a real big gamble with that. Like if that man really just want to go, you're gonna get the same kind of effort that you got from this past postseason going into next year. That
really,
man,
Well,
he
we
got
gonna
the bag. He
the
we
won
gonna
too
get
Wizards.
many
into
games.
that though. We gonna
On
get
the
into
back.
that though. We gonna get into them Suns. We gonna get into them Suns
Oh
though.
yeah,
But we gotta. I mean, we gotta stick on them Nuggets. What do y'all think? Do y'all think them Nuggets can repeat?
yeah.
Yes.
I only see
They
three threats. That's a
No.
fact.
they have a solid
Do I
team.
think they can? Yes. Do I think they will? No.
No,
I could see them going
Mm.
back to the finals. Yes.
I could see them repeating. Honestly, I don't see nobody in the East beating them, other
yeah,
than a scoring James Harden and Embiid.
Well,
And
you
I'm
got to
saying
get
that
out
by
the
that.
West first. I think they were graced with a good. Well, the way some people make it seem like it was too easy for them, but I'm just saying that their seeding was like they didn't have that tough of a competition compared to if, let's just say, the first round they had to play somebody else, or
I
the second
mean,
But
round they had to play
that's
somebody
why you
else.
but
play your ass off during the regular season and get that
Yeah,
exactly
competition.
yeah, yeah,
though.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, I'm just saying that it's
So if
like
I kicked y'all
it was
ass
easy.
all season, I kicked y'all ass all season. So I saw every single version of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. That's basically saying it don't matter. And especially we in the West. I'm not in the East. I'm in the West. I see y'all niggas 4 times. I kicked y'all ass 4 times.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna kick y'all ass in the playoffs.
Well,
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
the way
I
I
think
saw it
it'll
was
just be different. I think the game will be approached differently now that teams saw like, damn, the Denver Nuggets actually did it now this time. Like, fuck all the MVPs that he was winning previously. Fuck all the like number one seed but not making it deep in the playoffs. They actually got it this time. So now we got to be about it. I feel like it's going to be a repeat of how the Bucks had a really great season, won the chip, and then even prior to the Bucks winning, they were always so close but couldn't finish.
right.
But then once they finally get it, people are going to like, okay, now we got to take you seriously. Because at first you was playing around with it and losing early or losing in the conference finals. But now it's like, oh, you finally got you one? Okay, now we can't let you get that back again. And that's what's really going to make or break this Denver team,
But who's
because
I
they
gonna
feel
did
like
stop
the
it.
them?
Bucks lost pieces though. The
Yeah, they
Bucks
lost
lost
pieces.
crucial pieces when they
They
like
gonna lose some
PJ
of these
out of
guys.
there.
Some of these guys gonna go get their bag.
I
No,
don't think
them,
so.
everybody's
I
signed.
don't. Them
Everybody's
niggas is
locked in.
coming back. Yeah, them niggas
Hey,
are
they
already
The
locked
only
in.
people who's
So
not locked in is
also
like DeAndre Jordan
Bruce
and
Brown,
Ish Smith and all them people. But everybody's
but
locked. All the key players are locked in.
Bruce Brown not locked in. But I think they can get a deal
He's
hey,
done for
literally
sure.
resigned.
off of that
Okay. Well,
too.
also some dudes are. Remember, next year some dudes might, instead of playing for that chip, next year they're gonna be playing for the contract. So they might play a little bit stupider. You know what I'm playing? They might not
I'm
play
gonna
as
tell you
good.
this. I'm gonna
That
tell you
happens
this
all the
though,
time.
Mel.
Argument.
Once you win that ring, bro, you trying to go back. You heard all them niggas, bro. We trying to play
Yeah, they
for each
trying to
other.
like
We trying to go
they,
Oh,
that's
back.
all
We
they
they
trying to
always
want.
say
run.
that. They
That,
always say
I'm
that.
but
not.
To the
But
ball
Golden
game.
off
State
of
meant
what
that. Niggas meant that.
Yeah.
off of
We'll have to
too,
see.
that Denver
And
team,
Chris
they are.
Middleton got hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that team, like this team, like you seen it throughout the playoffs, and they talked about it after they won the championship. Like it's a really close team. Like the coaches, like he's really close with the family of Joker. Like that team is like together. So hey, they have like a camaraderie. So I think they gonna carry that into next season. Plus they have a system and they got a bench. If you
They
got a
better. You
bench,
gonna talk about that King James?
Yeah, we'll
That
have to
man, Michael
see.
Malone, that tip talking that trash, man. Hey, that's good. You got that championship, but now you got a check that you writing that they better be able to
Fact.
cash because next year dogs
Hey,
be coming
look,
for him.
but you gotta
That's a
understand
fact.
though.
That's
He
a
wrote a
fact.
check that
And
they could,
and that's why it's hard to say that I could.
They
I
were the
but
hunters.
I
but
don't
Now they're the
can
know.
hunties.
LeBron
Exactly.
James' body cash that check then?
Oh,
Yes, bro.
shit. We
Did you
talking
not see that
specifics?
last game? Did you not see the last game?
I saw that last
And he
game.
was off.
I'm not, hold on now, before we go and jumping down, Nigel is a LeBron James hater. I just said that's the closest contender that I see to the Nuggets. But
I know.
to that, my point is all these teams. You have to look. All these teams that I said, right? The Lakers. I guess the Suns up in there, but I don't really see them that much. The Lakers, the Warriors, and the Kings. The Warriors and the Lakers are always usually playing with injuries now because they got older. They're teams that are hunting, or they're used to being the huntee instead of the hunter. And now they've gotten older. The Kings are they're hunters. They're hunting for that ring. That's what they've got that experience now. They got hungry. They're going to make moves to get better. But my thing is their bodies. The Lakers and the Warriors, they are getting older. Can they keep up that same pressure? Like, yes, the Denver Nuggets talk trash on the Lakers, yeah. But I feel like the Denver Nuggets are gonna be able to back that up more than the Lakers could back up, like compete back against that.
I think yeah, more than the Lakers, but not more than LeBron. LeBron, well, I literally just watched the game the other day, the McDonald's All American game. If y'all do have a chance, go watch LeBron in that. It was a blessing to be able to see. And actually, Chris Paul was his point guard. But
Hmm.
but that being said, bro, I watched this nigga in that game, and he finished with 27 points, and I did not see him score 27 like points. And that's what LeBron does. Like, if you look at his average, he's always averaged 25 plus, 27, 28. And you look at the game, you be like, bro, how did he scored that much? Like, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem in terms of him cashing in, him being consistent, still doing his job. I think the Lakers as a whole has to get better. Like, them guys gotta get better, bro. Like, you can't leave him out there like that. And because I only saw him competing and playing every single game the same consistently. I didn't see everybody else, going off every single game consistently like they were trying to do in different conferences.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's valid. Well, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see if them boys can repeat and who else will come up and possibly, like Kenneth said, they were the hunters. Now they're the hunted. We're gonna see who's gonna be coming for them next season. But the next thing we're gonna get into, we have got to talk about one of my favorite players, not just because he's a Florida Gator, but just because I also just like the way he plays. And I like how patient and quiet he was through all of last season's. Is he gonna move? Is he gonna do this? No, the man re-signed for like $250 or whatever, got his millions, and still got up out of there. So got to talk about this man right here. The man Bradley Beal is now a Phoenix Sun. I don't know about the number 23, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, how do you guys feel about this move?
It look like they just gonna sell tickets. I don't see this changing the way the team is going.
What is the expectation for this team? Because it's championship, bro. Second round exit. If we talking about selling tickets, they're gonna be amazing. It's gonna be look real good for the regular season. KD may get hurt, so it'll be a Bradley Beal, Devin Booker combo that we're gonna get a majority of the season. But when you really talk about breaking it down, you looking at the roster as Playboy was breaking down earlier, bro. They top heavy as fuck. Like, and it makes no sense. It's not like you got you not like got Kyrie, Braun, and Kevin Love, and you got D Wade and D Rose. Like you got two niggas that do the same thing. You got another nigga that basically do much of what they do, but the only person here, Bradley Beal, that actually played within the system. Both these other two guys, they are the system. So how the hell this shit gonna work? Who's Chris Bosh in this situation? It's gonna be interesting to see, man. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna say Chris Bosh in this situation is gonna be Bradley Beal, and the reason why is because if you look at his stats, when Bradley got got Kyle Kuzma, got all that, everything, like he still was able to like get pretty good assists. You know what I mean? Like his assists was 5, 6, like it was pretty good in averages, and he was still averaging 30, 25, 23 this past year. So I think Bradley Beal will take that back seat in terms of, getting more of the assists, letting those two do their thing, and he's just gonna be the sniper. And same thing with KD, and it's really just gonna be Devin Booker kind of getting a lot of those shots. KD just gonna get the efficient buckets, and then Bradley Beal's your sniper.
Yeah, I like the move. I like that comment that somebody said they're going to put up 145 and give up 165. That's the thing that's going to hurt. It's like, they're going to be great. Like Frank said, it's going to sell tickets. You're going to love to watch them play. But I don't know if they're going to be able to stop people. That's the tough part about it. But it'll still be good to
Facts.
watch them boys play together. It'll probably be a nice chemistry, but it's just the defense where it's like, who's going to be your defender?
My
You
problem
know what
with
I'm
this
saying?
team was the fact that it's basically the Brooklyn Nets all over again. And it's just the fact that, all three of these guys literally was plagued with injury all last year. So it's like it's literally gonna be the same situation all over again. It looks great. This is a great image. Oh my god, it looks great. Oh my god, you got Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker on the team. Oh, this is so great. But there's nobody else on the team. So it's just them. You don't have no more money. You're already over the luxury tax. You literally have no money left because this is you. Bradley Beal has a huge contract. So Kevin Durant has a huge contract. Devin Booker has a huge contract. Bradley Beal has a huge contract. So where the rest of the money at? I guess we only got enough money to go buy a honey bun and a soda out the vending machine. Because that's basically all the money you got left over. You're basically gonna get scraps coming off the bench. And then Bradley Beal is supposed to be brought in as a third option, so he's guessed the Chris Bosh. But I just want to say this is something I read, right? Bradley Beal's agent. He's the son of the Suns CEO, which is absolutely ridiculous. So
Wait. Slow down. You said Bradley Beal's
I saw that.
his
I saw
agent,
that.
Bradley Beal's
his
agent,
agent. Oh, okay.
is the son of the Phoenix Suns, of the Phoenix
Oh,
Suns
yeah, that
CEO.
happens. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
So it's highway robbery on literally highway robbery for
That makes sense. That happens all the time. The Suns, of course, some of the best agents, you got to get your inside from somewhere. If you're not like a really hard worker, you're most likely a child of a general manager or somebody who was like on the what do you call it, the branch or the chair or the, what do they call those things? Having a brain fart.
I,
I don't know.
okay.
No, it's like you're on the branch or what, you're on the table or what do they call it?
The
You're on
board.
the board, but like
The board.
you're
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Board.
executive and it's just like with the Warriors because that's what it is. What is the ownership or something like that? Like Mike Dunleavy got the job but his two sons both looking to take that man's
Right.
job. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
hey,
The
hey,
NBA is a small family. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but this the
saying? So,
thing, right?
I mean, that's
You
just how
telling me
things
Bradley
go.
Beal ain't worth a first round pick? Not one.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
that part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah,
I
that part is
mean,
weird.
I'll tell you this though. See, the thing is, he had that no trade clause, and with his agent basically being the son, all they pretty much had was first picks and knowing like he's trying to get the fuck out of there, and he doesn't want to go here, he doesn't want to go there. He wants to come here. So let's just see what we can get done. And I think the
No.
Wizards just fucked themselves.
Yeah,
Like they're
I'm just
crazy.
saying. Like, you telling me you the Wizards and you don't ask for a first round pick? All you get is
I
second
need
round picks and
something.
Shamit? Really?
Yeah, I don't want Shamit, bro. Y'all can keep that. I
They
want.
already lost Hachimura. When I know
Yeah,
probably as
like this is
the Wizards
crazy.
probably looked at Hachi like, okay, it's been 3 years. How many years he's been? Like 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, and he was hurt
It's like
for a
it's been
year.
some years. He's been hurt. He hasn't really produced. So it's like I could see why you traded him, but it's like damn, because as soon as he gets to the Lakers, that buddy was going
But
crazy.
who do they
Like
have?
he
They have left is Porzingis, Kuzma.
And Kuzma. But it's like that's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, I'd have told
for
him no deal. I'd have told him because look, he got a no trade clause, but nigga, I got a no trade clause too. No deal.
Just straight up highway robbery. So I mean, Cooley said, it's gonna sell tickets, all right, but you better hope they got their injury roster up
it's
on
gonna
the board
sell
first.
tickets, but then people gonna be leaving early.
Yep. And hey,
And he's selling
hey,
full
I'm telling
game
you now,
tickets.
if
Cancun on 3.
y'all thought y'all had a problem when LeBron and all them taking the breaks. Now we got 3 superstars on the same team and all 3 of them sitting out. Oh, okay. We about to have,
top heavy as
they
shit
about to
ain't
act
carrying
that.
no weight.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Devin Booker don't sit out. Devin Booker gonna
I
play.
was about to say, I don't know
Devin
about
Booker
Devin
was
that.
Booker
hurt.
gonna play.
He literally
But
missed
he
some of the
gets
season.
hurt. That's not sitting out. Sitting out is different.
I mean,
KD
that's
will
what I'm
sit out.
saying. They all gonna be, majority of them gonna be hurt.
Well, KD, we gotta also remind ourselves, KD getting up
He's
there. He
older.
like 35 now. Yeah, he his number.
Yeah.
He his number. Bradley's probably like 31, maybe. I think he'd probably be 31 this
Hey
year.
man,
Yeah, I think
ain't
he
got
just
nothing to do
passed
with
the
me,
30.
bro. You get out there on that court. Hey,
Bro,
once you in them 4
Kevin Durant
lines,
missed 2
bro.
weeks for slipping on the ground. Lord Jesus.
Come on, dog. I ain't never seen nothing
Mm.
like that in my life. Come on,
We
man.
got we got 3 men on the team that all average 30, but it's only one rock, bro. It's only one.
Only one rock. I like that. All
I
right.
mean, Bradley Beal, look, I will say this, though. You look at his per 36, like Bradley Beal doesn't mind not averaging 30. So, I mean, I just took a look at it real quick.
Because I think he took some numbers down when Russ got over there.
And
But this,
I
but
mean, I'm gonna read them off for y'all. So back in 2017, 2018, per 36, he was averaging. Give me one sec. All right, bam, there it is. He was averaging 22.5 and 4.5 assists, 18, 19, 25 and 5.3, 19, 20, 30 and 6.1, 20, 21, 31 and 4.4, 23 and 6.6, and then 25 and 5. So 25 and 5.8. So down there 6. I mean, I think he can play make for sure. He doesn't mind getting off the rock. That's why I say he's gonna be a sniper. He's just gonna be the guy who can get you 23, 20 points every night consistently. And
I
these two
think,
guys gotta get you 30.
yeah, I think it takes the load off of Devin Booker a little bit more. But I feel
yeah,
like it makes Devin Booker kind of have to transition more into a
I
point
think it
more.
takes it off of KD because KD's getting up there and Devin Booker is the flame torch. Like if Devin Booker just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, that's all he do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He just want to keep scoring. I think KD, like you said, he's getting up there, and we want to take something off the load off him and let him just score them efficient points because that's what he can do. He loves the mid range. He can still score a 3, but he's just an efficient guy.
If you think about it, it's kind of a. I get what you're saying, how it's what do you call that? Nets 2.0 Najee, but it kind of reminds KD of what he was doing with Golden State. Maybe just like a B grade version. You know what I'm saying? Where Bradley
yeah,
is the B version of Clay and Booker is like a B version of Curry.
it's a little. I see where you're going with that tip, bro, but it's a little out there with that because The difference is with the Warriors, it was free flowing basketball that made sense and looked beautiful to watch. And when you look at this tip, immediately you're thinking 2K, you're thinking ISO, you're thinking, okay, you have Bradley Beal coming up to bring the ball to initiate the offense, but once he get that rock to D Book or KD, what the hell is everybody else doing?
Well, we
You
don't
know what I'm
know.
saying?
We don't know because
Like,
we've never seen Bradley Beal in a new.
cutter. You can have Bradley run around, you know what I'm saying, run through screens to try and set himself open, but after a while, when you're only a one trick pony, that ain't gonna get you there. The difference is, difference why what's on Brooklyn 2.0, James Harden was the one that took that back off because he was the best one to be the playmaker for the offense. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, yeah, he was a point guard, but he was really the two. You look at this, you have 2 2s and a 3-4. Really 3-4-5 in KD. How
I,
you feel that?
I
I
think
don't know.
Steph and Clay are two
I
twos.
think
It's just
I
Steph
feel
is
like
so
you
great.
sleeping on Brad, bro.
Yeah,
I
I feel
feel
like
like
you're
you
Oh, he
sleeping
sleeping
on him
on
because
Brad.
he's also. We got to remind ourselves Bradley Beal's been on the same team that didn't really do nothing but say, Bradley, you do everything. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Now we get to see Bradley say, just how we're saying it's taking a load off of KD. It's also a little bit of a load on Brad too, because now he gets to just be like, I can ball. I could just sit in the corner like Clay does, and then
niggas ain't
I'm gonna
gonna
be honest
be
with you,
triple
Steph.
teaming
I
me in the
don't.
corner.
Steph is a one. Steph is a one, but he could
He a
also
I'm
easily
two.
be
about
a
to say,
two.
Draymond
okay,
He
runs
could
that
I'm about to
easily
say,
be
you
offense.
a
gotta
two.
understand with Golden State, it was easy to plug Kevin Durant in there because basically everybody that was in that lineup was basically running point guard at all times.
Facts.
So literally,
Swing, swing,
you
swing.
literally had Zaza coming up the court sometimes, just starting to play off. Sometimes you had Draymond starting to play off. You had Clay starting it off, Steph starting off. So everybody literally like setting it off. So
Yeah,
it
so
was just one
that's what they need to work on.
like in with the systems that Kevin Durant has been in outside of the Warriors, it has literally always been I have a point guard that's going to set me up, that's going to start up the play,
Facts.
and that will start my play up, and I'm okay. I'm gonna get the ball on the wing and do my ISO ball. That has been the same system he has ran, and that was the only reason he left. He left OKC because
Yeah, because this what I see.
once he left OKC, he understood. He was like, "Bruh, the Warriors have a system where no everybody gets an open shot. There's no one person that needs to start the play." And he's like, "Okay, I like that." And then once he left Golden State, he was like, "Okay, this is how the league is going to start playing soon." But the league never moved in that direction. The only thing they took away from only thing the league took from Golden State was everybody's going to play
Shoot threes.
small, and we need somebody that can shoot threes. We need a big man that can shoot threes or spread the floor. They didn't really take the free flowing ball style that Golden State had, and
And we'll see what they do.
that's what Kevin Durant has brought.
Who did they hire? Who did they hire as a coach?
Frank
Frank
Vogel.
Vogel, bro.
Oh no,
Like, get out of here.
never
No,
mind,
I
never
think
mind.
I mean they got John Lucas the third, who's a great coach coming over there too to help
Bro,
bring both
Frank about to be a
the staff
substitute
when they
teacher.
won. Yeah, but that's all he's pretty much about
Oh,
to
that's
do.
a Steve
I
Steve
think
Nash
Nash
thing,
all over
fool.
again.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think personally I feel like I see OKC again. Um just without, the Russell Westbrook effect, but I just think this is gonna be an OKC thing. Surge and just all of those extra people. You get your defense, a Torrey Craig,
I'm about to
being
say people y'all sleep on
Steph.
that, man. That OKC only worked good. OKC was great until Russell Westbrook learned that he could be a Batman instead of a Robin.
Yeah.
Mm.
And once he
You know
Mm.
what I
became
mean?
and
Like,
once he became
That
for real,
playoff
for real.
when he realized when he got OKC that far without KD that playoffs, he said, "Oh, I could do
I could
this."
do this. And then Kevin
Like,
Durant was like, when he came back from injury, he was just like, "What you mean, bro? What you mean you ain't about to be my
bro,
sidekick?"
give me the fucking ball,
No,
bro.
no,
Like, what you
I
talking
ain't
about?
gonna lie. In that same year, bro, we forget Russ went down, but then there was a time that KD went down too. When KD was the sole team, when Russ was gone, there was not. There was about 500. Russ came back when KD went down. Russ had no boys in the playoffs.
You
KD
know
got
what
to
I'm
come back and they
saying?
played Memphis. We
Well,
forgot
So,
yeah,
about that.
that's true because it showed how KD still needs a point guard.
Yeah.
Like how we were just saying, he still needs a point guard. KD can't do it on his own. Russ realized that he kind of can. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
At
But
the
so
height
I
and
think,
prime of Russ, yeah, he can.
right.
yeah,
But yeah, so I think for sure, bro. I think this could work, bro.
What
But we got to just see it. We got to see it
it's
play
all
out.
about
I
the
think I
system
think the
and who
main
else
thing
they
will
get
be
around.
defense, nigga.
here's a
What the
quick
fuck are
question
y'all
just to
gonna do on
cap
defense?
off this topic though. Where do we see them being seated in the playoffs?
Seeded in the playoffs,
Yeah.
Third or fourth?
top four,
Yeah, top
probably
four
sitting
for
Five.
at
sure.
four. If these are the three things they need to work on. defense, getting some distributors around these three, so that way Devin Booker doesn't have to really be the point guard. Getting some distributors around them, like a Golden State, so it could be free flowing. Can't talk today. Free flowing. All right. What did I say? Defense, people around them, and damn, what was the third one?
Coach.
Well, it's kind of the same thing about the coaching. So the third one is getting DeAndre Ayton the hell out of there. I'll just throw that in there.
Yeah.
And then I can see them being a 4 seed. If they tackle all three of those things, they could be a top 4 seed.
I went 6 because
I think you can be 4 with DeAndre.
I went 6 because
I'm saying get rid of them because that'll get you the free flow, the guys that can distribute to
right
them
now
more.
I'm gonna go 6 until we're gonna come back to this conversation after they get a bench. Once they get a bench, I can talk to you. I'll see what we talking about.
We gotta see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Pat, go ahead and lead us into the next topic because I didn't know this until today, but you said that Draymond then opted out. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, man. So Draymond Green, it's reported that Draymond Green has opted out of his contract with the Golden State Warriors. And there's been a lot of speculation. Of course, everybody knows Draymond Green loves his guy LeBron James. So everybody been saying that he gonna go over there to LA, man. But personally, I think that he's actually just gonna reconstruct his deal with Golden State, and that was the reason why. I mean, that was always gonna be the case. You know, he was always gonna be opting out of this deal because it was gonna be his last year, basically. So you opt out and you go ahead and because you got that player option, and you go ahead and try and reconstruct. You know, you don't want to go into it straight deal, and then you go into the next year and you like, damn, you know, we gotta get it done. You know, this year now you have leverage over them, basically. But I think personally, bro, I think they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get a deal done because Steve Kerr and a lot of guys have been saying like we're not gonna win any championships without Draymond Green. So they're gonna get that deal done, and I don't think Draymond's gonna leave and go to LA. But I will say this because my 2Ks always happen to be right on some crazy shit. Like back in the day, my 2K predicted Paul George to be Paul George, but and Danny Granger to get hurt back when he was going off. But my 2K for whatever reason said that he was gonna go to the Spurs a long time ago before Wemby even came in the picture. So I think that is something to think about personally because I think he likes playing under Pop. He plays under him in the USA ball all the time, and you know they got a little thing going over there. But I think that's a far-fetched stretch. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That outside of the Wemby dude, I didn't really watch regular season, and they didn't make the playoffs, so I don't know who else is on the team. Maybe y'all could tell me, but
They
I don't know about
got
that
a
one.
little couple young pieces, but it's
They
not.
got a little couple
Name
young
them.
dudes.
Name them. So, give me a name so I can see
Keldon
if I know them.
Johnson, Keldon Johnson. They
Okay, that's
got
only
Devin
one.
Vassell.
Really,
They got Devin Vassell. I like him. He's a little decent.
they don't
They got
get much air.
Tyus
They don't
Jones,
get much air.
or
Okay,
is
I've
it
heard of
Trey
that guy.
Jones?
I've
Is
heard
it
of
Trey
Ty.
Jones or is it Tyus Jones?
Tyus.
I thought Tyus Jones. That's the one from Memphis.
Yeah, I think Tyus playing Memphis, so they got Trey Jones.
Trey, the one that just came
You know
from
what I
Duke, ain't
mean?
it? I want to say.
Yeah,
He just came from.
yeah. So I mean, they got a couple guys
They
like
just don't
in
get
building a
airtime because they've
team.
been losing. So I mean,
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it. And I mean, bro, if you look at history, bro, every time they do this bullshit and lose like this, bro, and they get that #1 pick, they go and do that damn thing. I'm just saying.
just to hop on the Draymond talk over here in the Bay Area. The Bay wants Draymond back.
Yeah.
That's one thing. They we all understand that Draymond is a key component on the Golden State Warriors. He's the reason that they run. He's the head of the defense. He's the head of the plays being made. So he's highly like they want him back, and they need him. Golden State is going to need him back. Because the problem is they haven't found a replacement for him. Like you can't get rid of him without a replacement. If they had somebody set
You
up
can't.
already, okay, it wouldn't be no problem to lose him. But there's nobody to replace him. And the person that was supposed to replace him is supposed to be Kuminga, and they're trying to trade him, which I wouldn't try to get rid of Kuminga, because I think just reports have said that Kuminga actually has grown over the summer. So really, as of height wise, I think he was at 6'10", 6'11", but reports say he grew up to 7'2". I don't know how accurate it is, but that's the report. And I'm like, man, if he's growing up to 7'2" and he's as athletic and he has that dog in him like he should have, and like he's shown, he's going to be a great replacement for Draymond when it's time for Draymond to go. But right now, it's not that time for him to go right now.
Yeah, a replacement of Draymond. It's weird because with Draymond, it's hard to replace a guy like that because it feels like he was a basketball player that just kind of had a switch and he turned into like this dog mentality. And that's kind of hard to find because you gotta have it to replace it. That means you have to already see the dog. And there's not a lot of guys with that in them. I don't know if I'm explaining that right,
No,
but
you're explaining.
I just
Right.
don't. I just don't
you're
know if
explaining it
that's.
right. Half the NBA is soft, so it's hard to
Oh,
They are. No,
it's hard to
Cooley
replace
right. They
somebody like
soft.
Draymond Green.
well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying everybody's soft. I'm just saying that
No,
dog in there.
half the league is soft.
You are right
Everybody.
though. You are right, but that's not what I'm trying to say with this point. I'm trying to say like it's hard to find a guy that has that has
The
that
tangible.
switch that the switch is already turned
Yeah.
on. See, that's what I'm saying. You would have in order to get a Draymond, you have to have a guy who you know has a switch. It just isn't on yet because that type of player only exists when the switch gets turned on. There's no NBA player that comes in the game like that. Like Marcus Smart, he had to have the switch turned on. I remember it because I remember back when he was in college, he had like a lot of moments where he was like, he just had that dog in him. He was going to go viral over something. I remember there was like something where he like got into a fight with a fan. Like he was always just very angrily playing basketball sometimes. So I saw that, but when he first got in the league, he wasn't like that. But then it turned on as of later. So it's like it takes a while. So it's hard to find that replacement for him. But we'll see. I don't know.
The Warriors gonna bring that man back, bro. Let's be real. They ain't letting that
most
man go.
definitely. Yeah.
He's not going nowhere. And if he were to go anywhere, he's not going anywhere that's not talking your championship. But he's staying. They're not letting that man go. And being real, with him not letting go, Jordan Poole got to man the hell up because if he do that same shit he did, his ass get the fuck on with Kuminga. That's a good ass little deal right there. Good ass little deal. Let's go get Halliburton or Buddy Hield. Let's go pick him up real quick.
That is a great deal.
I like it.
But you got to keep Wiggs too. You got to keep Wiggs too.
We'll keep Wiggs, but let's go pick up either Buddy Hield, Tyrese Halliburton out of Indiana. Come on, you want one of the boys?
They said DiVincenzo might dip up out of there.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he can for the bag.
He can go get
Warriors.
his money. Yeah.
Warriors really don't do well with like. Honestly, they like niggas who come on their team. You gotta win. Pause. But niggas who get signed on their team, you gotta. I don't know why y'all just let me get off with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But niggas who signed on their team,
it wasn't too bad.
Niggas who signed on their team, they got a 1 year window pretty much, bro. If you don't win a championship with us, you're not probably coming back, bro. That's pretty much how they operate. Honestly,
DeMarcus Cousins. Wait, did DeMarcus get a ring with them?
No.
No, did he? No, I don't think he did.
Nah, you're not coming back, sir.
Yeah, certain guys don't get that ring, and it's like, you didn't help.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Livingston, what's that name? Sean Livingston, Barbosas, Bogut, the Zazas, you know what I mean? These are the randos that, Kevin Looney, who can stick around. You have to stick around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
at least stay around a little
bit.
Yeah,
Andrew's got to stay because he kind of helped he helped change the momentum in that Boston series.
Man, you never got that injury, boy. We never would find out about Draymond. Thank you. Hey, thank you, David. Thank you, David.
For real.
Yeah, shout out David West, throwback.
Speaking of these guys, we just talked a little bit about Bradley Beal and who they gave up, and we got to talk a little bit about Chris Paul. But I saw this when I was searching for something to put up on the screen. I noticed that I thought about it, but now I see the visual of, damn, this is really crazy. Check a look at this right here. Same 4 teams, just different times. in the same decade as
This
well.
is crazy.
Just different times, man. That is Russ and CP3, never been on the team together, but have had very similar careers. Except for, Chris Paul's been on the Pelicans or Hornets or whatever they were at the time. So I think that's the only difference. Oh, and then, he's been on the Pelicans and was with the Lakers, so you could count that. But yeah. How do you guys feel about what's next for Chris Paul?
Retirement.
Yeah, I think he maybe got one good year left. Really, to be honest with you, he hasn't. How can I put this? Luck hasn't been on his side his whole career, and it just shows that now that age is coming, and fall time is knocking on his door, and he ain't just knocking quietly; he is banging on his door. Because for the past years, I want to say the past 5 or 6 years now, going into the playoffs for him, he's literally been hurt every playoff. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
now it's become so clear that it's like Cooley said, it might be time for retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo already hung it up. Dwayne don't hung it up. CP3 is time. That I don't even think that belongs. That's not his nickname no more. He should just be. He should be just
Damn.
Chris now. CP3 belongs.
Damn, Pat.
CP3 belongs to Candace Parker.
This slander is just crazy, bro.
Because
This
Years,
I'm
bro.
slander
gonna
is
be
just
honest with you,
crazy.
I'm putting him in the top 5 of players that don't have a ring. Like I'll put him on that same list with
Oh
like
yeah. Oh yeah.
AI
Okay, I
and
put him there.
Carmelo and what?
Charles,
Not Shaq. What's the other dude? Charles. I meant
Patrick
to
Barkley.
say
Ewing.
Charles. Yeah, Charles, AI, Chris Paul,
Chris
Derrick
Paul
Rose,
has the most
Carmelo.
assists in the NBA. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all realize
It's
that Chris Paul has the most assists in the NBA ever? Do y'all realize
it
that
might
Chris
sound
Paul has
crazy
the
now.
best assist to turnover ratio in the last 5 minutes of a game?
Exactly. So that's why I think down the line, it sounds crazy right now. Y'all might roast me for it. The way we talk about like AI and be like, oh, he was so great, but he never got a ring, but it's okay because he was just so great. We might do the same with Chris Paul because let's not forget the AI has been on some teams. I don't know how many, but it's like 3 maybe 3
4
or
or 5.
4. Yeah, he's
No,
been on
no,
some
no.
teams too. Chris Paul,
The
if we look
slander
at this,
on Chris Paul is not because of that. He's going to be going down as all time great. I get that, but it is time. It's time to go ahead and start hanging it up because when you have that window to win a chip, you have to capitalize on it. And his window has closed.
I think it
That
is.
window has closed.
Yeah.
But I think this is last. I really think this is last
Because
year.
there's nothing
Like if
more.
he don't get it this year, it's over. It's
but it
over.
depends on where he
Or you
goes.
He
got to
It
should
come
all
be a
off the
depends
first
on
bench.
ballot.
Or you got
He
to
should
come
be a
off the
first
bench after
ballot
that.
Hall of Fame, most definitely.
most
But
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
yes, this should be his last year. And if this ain't his last year, this should be his last year of being a starter on a team. Unless he go to like the Detroit Pistons or something like that, and which I don't see happening. But this should be his last year as a
Hey
starter.
man,
Like Pat,
hear
said,
me
he
out
need to
on
come off the bench.
this, Playboy. Because I was thinking about this stuff earlier, man. When we talking about not to keep harping on it, but that John Morant thing with the Memphis Grizzlies, or where they're looking like going for at least 25 games without him being there. Would it not kind of help to sign a veteran like CP into the locker room for this upcoming year, his last year? I think it could help with the coaching.
Yes and no, but we could
It's gonna take more
we
than
could
a year
we
though. I feel like just 1 year is not gonna
yeah
change that.
Yeah, one more, but I'm talking about the introduction though,
No,
no
but
because
I'm
at least
saying if
during
you
that,
know I'm only gonna be here for 1 year, I don't really care about you.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
why
that's
should
you.
I take
It's
you
kind of
serious
like
if I'm only going
it's
if you're
gonna
only
end
gonna
up
be here
just
for a
like
year?
how Andre Iguodala was with Memphis.
Yeah.
Like he literally
Oh
only
shit, I
played like
forgot about
I
that.
don't even think he played more than 5 games. I don't even think he played for them.
No, he didn't play at all. He
And
didn't even play at all,
he
bro.
yeah, I'm about to say he didn't even play. It was just the fact that he knew like, okay, I'm not about to sit here and be a veteran all day with these young kids because they've already they already got humbled. Okay, cool. But it's the fact that you only playing you're gonna play him for 25 games, and then from there he's gonna come off the bench. He's at this stage right now, he's not willing to do that right now. Because, like I said, this is his last year as a starter. Because this he's still good, but
I mean, do you think? I mean, he's still good, yeah, but like, if he's not playing to try and do a championship, what is he really playing for? Because he even
he
talked
ain't
about
gonna win a
himself about
championship with
his daughter
Memphis.
get bullied, but you know, I ain't saying he won in Memphis either.
His best,
But if he's not if he just stays in Washington,
no, he's
what's the
not
difference between
staying there.
Washington and
He's not
Memphis
staying in
between?
Washington. His best option
Shit.
is the Clippers. Is going back to LA.
Yeah, I think he should go there. I think he should go back to the Clippers.
If anything, like if
I
he
think,
goes to the Lakers, they're
but
only going to
for
sign
him
him
to go
for a
there,
veteran for the veteran minimum contract. So that's his only option with the Lakers. But his best to win the chip is probably go back to the Clippers. And if that happens, I assume Russell's going to be pushed to the bench.
but isn't that the same thing what you just said with the Suns? He already had 3 players that got injury
Yeah,
history.
exactly. That's why I'm
I
I'm saying
mean,
that's his best bet. I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but that's if you
you got bones on
yeah.
that team that you can really coach up. You know what I mean? I think he really respects
Because I
CP.
was say you have to
You
think
coach him up. You know what he does with
if
his
he goes
with his
to the
point guard.
Clippers, they have a fuck ton of point guards already. They're
Yeah,
loaded.
you know,
They're
and
loaded with point.
Norman
Yeah.
Powell, like Norman Powell, could really get better at playmaking, and he's a elite scorer already.
Like, and okay. Say his best option in the West is the Clippers. His best option in the East, I would hate to say it. Well, not hate to say it, but it'd probably be the 76ers. It'd be either 76ers or the Milwaukee.
Nah, Joel ain't gonna like the way Chris Paul talked to him. I'm
Uh,
gonna tell you that right now.
You,
But
if you
but
want us, if you want,
but Milwaukee, the
what?
Heat. I think the
No,
Heat.
no,
I've
no,
always
no.
thought Milwaukee would be
Why
good.
everybody be trying to drop? What's up with y'all be trying to drop all these players in Miami, man?
I ain't
Because they
say
need a
the
point
Heat. I
guard. They
said
need a
You
point
said
guard.
think you
over
time out?
there.
You have to understand. Miami Heat
a
has a
scoring
physical
guard,
regimen.
actually.
You think Chris Paul is going to be able to keep up with that regimen?
LeBron James plays
Yeah,
his best at that
LeBron
place.
James was younger
Everybody
too.
plays their best. Everybody
he
plays their best
LeBron
under
James was
them.
younger
Even
than that.
old niggas play their best over there. Look at UD. How the hell this 50-year-old man is playing with these
First of all,
kids?
he's playing in practice. He ain't playing the games.
Hey,
He
yo, hey,
plays
yo,
in
yo, yo. Now
practice.
that's a pause.
He
Now that,
plays
I'm
in
gonna put you in a
practice.
pause moment, Pat.
He
That's
plays
a
in
pause right
practice.
there.
UD
That's a
stopped
pause
playing for
right there.
real
That is a pause.
almost literally after LeBron James left. After he left, it was like UD was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just coach y'all. I'm gonna just be on.
Hey, facts.
Look,
Facts. I'm gonna just be
I'm
the
gonna just
coach.
coach.
But Chris
I'll
Paul
wear
could
the
use something
uniform
over
and
there.
I'll fight somebody if I have to. But I'm here to
Chris
coach."
Paul could get busy over there. I think he can
okay,
get
see,
busy with the Celtics. The
No,
Celtics.
no,
They need
he
a
wouldn't
um,
fit.
point.
He wouldn't fit in Boston.
They Boston don't fit. They don't fit,
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie to you. I would like Boston.
It'd be nice to see,
Boston
but
don't
I
fit
don't think it
itself.
fit.
They need structure. They look like Milwaukee before Drew got over there, bro. Because Drew came over there and gave them boys some structure.
Boston be taking turns on who's finna be the point guard. So I think giving
And
Chris
Marcus Smart
Paul
ain't no real
Drew,
point guard, so
he's
exactly.
not
So stop with all this. Okay, you bring the ball up. No, I bring the ball up. You bring the ball up.
exactly
Stop. Don't do that. Let Chris
Chris.
Paul do it.
Yep.
Handle
actually,
it. I think that'd be
I
nice
feel
for
like
him
they
here.
should have. Why? I'm trying to figure out why is Brogdon on the bench.
I didn't
Yeah,
understand that
that's
either. I
weird to
Brogdon
didn't
me.
understand.
is
I
I
their
didn't
think
know.
best
they. I
point.
Yeah.
think they say he got hurt.
How did he win 6 Man of the Year then if he got hurt?
Oh, you're
It
right.
doesn't
You're
make
right. Then
sense.
shit.
They best point guard,
I don't even think White
Imagine what
got
he could
that.
have won if
literally
he started.
their
I
I
best
think that
don't
was
point
my
guards
know.
is
this year.
Brogdon and Derek White, and they have them coming off the bench, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
for
I do
I
have a
think that they
side.
want. I think they go off the hype of Marcus Smart being Defensive Player of the Year previously. So it's like, if you start Brogdon, you have to bench Marcus. So do you want your best defensive player on the bench? Because I don't know Malcolm Brogdon's defense. Is his defense even close to
Yeah,
him? Because if not, think about who you'll have starting. You'll have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who don't really play defense like that. They'll be starting. So it's like,
I
who's your
mean,
defense? Because now
he's
you have Chris Paul or
he's
Malcolm
decent.
Brogdon. They're not defense either. So where's
I
your
mean
defense coming
Brogdon
from?
has great
That's why they
defense.
start Marcus Smart.
Brogdon has great defense. Basically the same equal amount as Mark Smart. Mark Smart just a smaller Draymond. But Brogdon
and
Brogdon
Brogdon.
has a great
It's
he has
50-49.
great defense alone. He doesn't
50-49.
aggravate everybody.
Oh,
But it's just the fact that their lineup is just so wonky. You have Smart as a point guard. You have Jaylen Brown as your shooting guard. You have Jason Tatum as your small forward. Who coming off? I want to say Al Horford is usually a power forward, and Robert Williams is their center. That lineup is just so much. You ain't got no real ball handlers at all. Jaylen Brown can't dribble with his left hand. Jason Tatum only does iso ball. Marcus
Yeah.
Smart is only good for corner threes. Al Horford, I guess, is running the plays, and Robert Williams is only good for lobs. So yeah, I guess they
That's
need Chris
correct.
Paul, but damn man, I guess we're gonna have to force this Marcus Smart on the bench.
But yeah, hell
And then
yeah, hell
then
yeah,
your
bro.
backup
Marcus Smart,
lineup is
get
who?
your ass on the
Marcus
bench.
Smart, Derek White, Brogdon.
He was on the bench
Honestly,
back when they were first
I'm
really
Yeah,
getting
because they
if
had
going.
a point guard.
I can trade him in that deal, I'm trading his
fucked
ass.
up. Boston fucked up on was the Isaiah Thomas situation and going into Terry Rozier and Kyrie
Yes,
Irving.
yes,
And
Oh
Scary Terry.
wow.
They got rid of
and
all
letting
their
go of
Yeah.
actual
Scary
real
Terry.
point guard.
They should have never let go
They
of
got
Scary.
rid of Terry. They got rid of Kyrie. They got rid of Isaiah. All the real point guards of that team had got kicked off the team.
Even
Just so
Schroeder. Even
And
though Schroeder
Brogdon back
wasn't
in
just
the
so
day,
they
and Brogdon when he
just
first
so
was
they
there.
could keep Marcus Smart,
Yeah,
which is ridiculous. I like Marcus Smart.
Hey, but I got a side topic real quick. It's being reported. Um, Zion is going through a little smoke, and I have to say this because this is ransom at this point. Zion's alleged, side piece is saying that she has sex tapes of her and Zion has them too, and that she's willing to release them if they don't trade Zion off the Pelicans.
Oh my god. Her OnlyFans numbers
Bro,
must be
she's
down.
been
Cause
ranting
like
for a whole week.
what is she doing this,
Use this
bro?
as a lesson. You have to practice discernment when you're dealing with different type of females.
And that's the wisdom of the week.
You gotta he put himself in this position.
He
Now
He
did.
did. He did, most
He
definitely.
did. He did. But now the
He
NBA is
did.
being held at ransom. And you know the
But
NBA
let's
don't be
be
that's
held
not
at
honest.
ransom.
But let's be honest
that's not
though. Porn star or not, there's some people that still do this type of thing. So it's like I feel like it's also like, why is this any of our business though? Like, why is the NBA reporting? Like,
No,
come
the
on,
NBA
man,
is
we
not
ain't gotta
reporting
talk
it.
about this.
She's
Well,
putting
not the
it. She's
NBA.
been on
You're
a
right. You're
rant
right.
for a
Not the
whole week
NBA.
now.
But like people, why are we paying attention to this? Let this man. We know what
You know
NBA players be
why?
on anyway.
Because
Garoppolo
he
got
happened
off.
to just
Thank you. And we all. Hey,
just
come on
announce
now.
that he's having a
Not on
baby though.
Juneteenth.
That's the only reason he just announced that he's having a
yeah,
baby,
yeah.
and I know where it was like,
That was the
yeah,
catalyst. Yeah, that was the catalyst.
Okay, I can see that, but it's still. I don't know.
Because
That's
she's looking at him as an opportunity for a come up. So it's like, dang Zion, why you didn't get me pregnant? You got this other chick pregnant. That was supposed to be my come up. That's the mindset
because I
of a
don't want my son to
dysfunctional.
get roasted at school every day.
She's not thinking about that. She's thinking for herself. That's
She
the
didn't see
mindset
Michael Myers back in the day, bro. I remember what
of
Michael did
dysfunction.
after them kids
hey
said that his
yo,
mom was a
hey
stripper.
yo, hey yo, I remember that.
I never
Oh
forget that.
man.
I never forget that one, bro. That boy Michael met them in the back of the school, bro. They was just walking home, Michael. Just walking home.
Yeah,
And my
that's
dog.
tough, man. But that is very tough
that's a tough
situation for
situation.
Zion.
Like what Cooley was saying, man.
Not
Watch
tough,
where you
man.
put
He
your
put
man.
himself in that situation.
Most
You,
definitely. Most definitely.
you get the money,
Yeah,
but then
bro.
you gotta have knowledge when you get the money. Now you
Man,
fool with
and
money.
he not why I ain't even gonna get into that, but why you pick that one? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
No, but
Out of
Hey,
all the options out
hey,
there,
what
he
you trying to
chose
say,
that
man?
one.
What you trying to say, buddy?
Come on,
No,
man. There's
I
some other
got you,
ones.
Mel. I I'm
I
not
ain't gonna name
I'm not
drop.
gonna allow Platinum P to come and try to just diminish your name. I'm right there with you, buddy. Why he chose this one? Out of all that meat out in this world, he chose Platinum.
She don't even be on the side. She don't even really be celebrating
Bro,
Juneteenth.
she
That's
be
all.
out here
I'll
with
say that.
all the cows. What? Swimming in
Hey,
the
that's
milk.
for the money,
She be
clearly.
swimming in the
Hey,
milk.
that's for
Oh
the
yeah,
money.
oh,
We thought
hey,
the
yeah,
same
for
thing
work.
about
Yeah, you're
Zion.
right. You're right. You're right. For the work, she probably knows. Hey, I
I
gotta,
don't know about
I
that.
gotta go over here. I gotta go
Hey,
swim in that
not for
milk
the
for the
views,
check.
but I really love though. That's
You said what, Kendall?
not for the views, but you know what I really love though. She
Yeah,
an
I guess
actress.
so.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah,
You
she
know where my
active.
heart
I
is.
could tell you, man, it's a couple. You know what? I'm right there with you, Mel. I don't know why we talk about this. I'm
I'm exposing my search history
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this.
You know, page 30. I get on page 74.
Oh Lord.
Gotta-
Whoa.
Oh
Go to
man.
dodge real quick.
Nah, but I will say, for him to have them I mean them other the other clans.
the Mayo
Hey,
Warriors.
the
Hey,
bunny.
hey,
The
it's Juneteenth. We can say
hey
whatever we
Yeah,
want
yeah,
today,
we
hey
man.
can.
hey man, for him to have them bunny
Them ranch
claims, you
runners.
know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And
That
then
is
for you
true.
to go straight to the motherfucker who love them too. They had something in common, I will say. You know what I mean? And maybe that's where they started with, and from there, one thing led to another, and she was on payroll.
Oh my
Nah,
gosh. He said that's what they had in common. They were both swimming together. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them comes out and says, they actually, oh, here we go. I was part of it too.
I was there that night. I was there.
Oh
I
man.
was invited, but I said no.
And y'all didn't hear y'all didn't hear the reports. I mean, she had tweeted one time. She said, "You freak! You wanted me to invite some of the white girls from the industry."
Bro,
Oh,
I
well,
saw the
there it
message
is.
thread. I saw the
So
actual message thread
hey,
when he was
nah,
asking, "Do you know any thick white? You know any thick snow bunnies that could
you
come
know
through
what
and
I'm
have some
saying?
fun with us?"
Hey,
They're
nah,
like,
he like
"Damn,
his bunnies,
Zion,
bro. I'm
wow,
telling you that for sure.
Oh Lord. Nah, I definitely
oh,
don't feel bad for him. Come
That's
on,
in his
man.
arsenal, dog. That's in his
Come on. And
arsenal.
he's from South Carolina. Growing up in the South, you know what
bro,
you know
you
what?
know
I ain't
what
even
it
gonna say
is?
that. I ain't
He only seen him online. That was his fantasy.
Hey, you know what?
fact.
Trade that man to Charlotte. Trade that man to Mike, man, so you get them last couple lessons in real quick. They got some things
Man,
in
Mike,
common for real.
Mike is not you know, the
What, you
last
ain't seen
person
Mike?
I'm pretty sure Mike. I'm pretty sure Mike just swimmed in some milk. But
He about to be
all
working
right,
with J. Cole.
facts. Yeah.
Oh man,
Let's
He
get
don't
up out
want
of
that.
basketball for a minute and let's hop into the wrestling of the week. I'm gonna go ahead and share the clip in a second. You ready, Playboy Troy?
Always, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wrestling match of the week with your boy, Playboy Troy. This week, we're going to be leaving out the WWE. We heading to AEW All Elite Wrestling. This past weekend, they just debuted a new show called AEW Collision on Saturday nights. That's going to be airing on TNT at 8 o'clock on Saturday nights. Right here, the match of the week, we got CM FTR, aka CM Punk, with FTR, Dax Hartwell, and Cash Wheeler, taking on Samoa Joe, Rock Hard, Juice Robinson, and the Switchblade, Jay White. Just to give y'all a little throwback, some of y'all might remember CM Punk from WWE. He's returned to the wrestling world. This is his second coming to the wrestling world. He got suspended. He's back. He's tag teaming with the World Heavyweight Champions FTR. They used to be in the WWE too, so they're taking on Bullet Club Gold, which is the American version of the Bullet Club, which is a huge group that's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's a good battle. They had a good match. I want to say it was a good 20 to 30 minute hard hitting fight. It was good. I I would recommend you guys check out AEW if you want something alternative than WWE. AEW has AEW Dynamite on Wednesdays. They got AEW Rampage on Friday nights. Uh, Dynamite is on TBS, Rampage is on TNT, and Collisions on Saturdays on TNT. It's pretty good wrestling. I'm a fan of it. I like to watch it. AEW they get hardcore every once in a while. So some matches you'll see some blood, some matches you'll see something crazy. But this week I just want to spotlight this match because this was a comeback of CM Punk. He's been out for 9 months. I think he had a tore tricep, I want to say, but he was out for 9 months. I might be wrong on the injury, but he came back, and this was the match of the week, man. Everyone should go check it out. You can look it up on YouTube. You probably get the whole match. But hey, next week you guys should check out AEW Collision on Saturday. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back to you, Melly Mel.
All right. Well,
Hey,
you know
yo,
what, Paulo?
bro.
I'm a big fan of CM Punk, bro. I ain't know that man came
No,
back, boy. What the heck?
hold on. Pause that, yo. We're not gonna go past that, bro. You gonna throw it?
Oh
Come
man.
Hey,
on,
like a stripper in the
Oh
strip club,
man.
you
man.
better go ask
Hey
John about
yo.
those.
I'm gonna need
I'm
better
a
than that,
No.
dog.
we pause.
You
No.
out
How
here
about you be a
wilding.
grown
Man
adult?
said
We
what
don't
he
pausing
said.
for nothing.
We
You out
grown.
here
Come on.
wilding.
This ain't
Oh
20.
man.
You
Hey
not from New
yo.
Yeah,
York.
you not even
You're
from New
not from
York.
this that.
So,
Stop with the pauses.
Gotta be.
Hey, yo,
Gotta
hey,
be,
Paul.
Paul.
yo. Just
You
pause
know what
that,
that
yo.
man meant.
Pause
Oh
that.
Here come these fuck niggas. Niggas
oh
can't say
man.
nothing no more. I gotta be censored now.
Dang, I didn't even think that
Yeah.
one went right
Y'all
past
don't
my
let
head,
me get
man.
it straight.
It's
Y'all
okay. It's okay.
we got a problem. We got a problem when we got dudes coming out here dresses and stuff. But it's a major problem when I say something, throw it back. And I'm
You
I'm
took
with
that
a
real
friend
personal. You
money.
said it's a
I'm
problem when they got
an
dresses.
ally.
Come on, dog.
That's his second, third time saying pause on the
That's what I'm
podcast.
saying.
Half of this
Hey,
stuff don't
yeah,
even be
I'm gonna
pause
say my
worthy.
pause because you niggas be wilding.
You had a pause when you
I
talk about
did have a pause. I had to
we got this
pause
50 year
myself
old
for
playing
sure.
with kids. I'm like, hey
I
yo.
had to pause.
Bro,
I
man, get
said that.
out
I
of
was like,
here.
yeah, you're right.
How
That's a
about you
pause.
go, man?
Pause.
Go hang out with Cam and Maze then. Have them niggas call you. You want to
Hey,
pause for
tell
money?
Go
them
hang
niggas
out
how
with
it is. Hey,
Jones.
I
Go
come
hang
through
out
and
with
do
them
it. I come
federal
through and
agents.
do a motherfucking drop
Go
through.
hang out with
You know
them
what I'm saying?
federal
I tell
agents.
them
Them
niggas about
Jones and them boys.
goddamn, man, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas want to know what heavily opinionated got going on, nigga. I put us on wherever we gotta be at, nigga. Broken
No,
plays,
fuck all that.
Stephen A,
Maze
nigga,
better tell me
Carmen,
what happened
nigga.
with that money with Puff
Even the
Daddy.
skip motherfucking ass wanna goddamn talk. I go back and forth with his
Shit, he
ass,
open,
nigga.
he
Yeah,
need a
I mean,
job.
Skip, we're
Shit.
looking for somebody.
You know what
If
I'm
Just
Skip want to
saying?
go back and
I tell
forth,
him
I'll
about
go back
Bro,
and
mine.
forth too.
You
yeah, just
feel
get
me?
hey, now you just get ready to put your
Hey,
glasses back on.
hey, the glasses ain't never coming off. He ain't never
Hey,
coming off.
Hey, he ain't
You
gonna
ain't
get
gonna
you
get
to
I
me
that
just
there.
point.
take those shits
He,
off.
I'm a
he ain't gonna
professional
get you taking
asshole.
your
You ain't gonna
glasses off.
get me. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna
Hey.
have him flustered on the show. Put your
Oh
shade back on,
shit.
Skip.
Yeah, once you take them
Hey,
put your
damn
put your
booty
glasses
head
makeup
back
off.
back
down.
on. Put your
Put your
Jordans back
Jordans.
on.
Once you
Get
take
your
them
Put
feet
your
off
damn
that
Jordans
leg.
glasses
You
back
come
off,
to
on.
the
he
race,
gonna
you
be
better than them.
scared. That nigga gonna be like, oh
Ain't nobody need
shit.
to see your Jordans.
No.
If you want to show your Jordans, get a Jordan cam. Put your feet on this table, boy.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy, that
Oh,
nigga
you
was
hit him
going
with the boy.
crazy.
You hit him with the boy. Okay. All right, Juneteenth. Get them back. Get them lashes
Get your
back. All
lashes.
But
right.
nah, that WWE, I mean that AWE, that or AEW. Is it AEW or AWE?
AEW.
Yeah, that AEW. That actually looked pretty interesting. I remember watching CM Punk when I was
Yeah,
younger, bro. And I know he had took a little jump into MMA, got his ass
he
whooped real
back.
quick, and then
Yeah, he hop back.
he hopped back as they do. You know what I'm saying? So,
The money is better
nah, that's pretty
in pro
cool.
wrestling than
Absolutely.
in MMA. They be out.
Yeah,
Be
shout
on
out Dana
TV.
White. That boy don't play nobody.
Wait, that's
Hey,
Griffin play.
that's what. Hey, but it's crazy. He
Thanks.
determines who gets the prize. Like that's wicked,
Thanks.
bro.
Speaking of MMA, when's the next big fight, man? It's been a minute. I might need to look into that because
I
I haven't
feel like
seen a
it's
big
a
fight come up
fight
lately.
coming up, but I'm definitely excited for that boxing, Bud and Earl Spence. That's gonna be a good one, July
Oh
29th,
yeah,
I
when is that?
believe.
July? Yeah, that one's gonna be nice. I got Arrow. I got Arrow. But hey, Terrence know what to do. Hey, we're gonna have to see.
I think if Earl slip, Bud gonna capitalize, but Earl can dominate and walk it.
I think Terrence might play it a safe. I think Arrow's going for the he's going to try to get something. So I just hope he plays smart and doesn't let Terrence catch him slipping. But another boxer we need to be on the lookout is Muhammad's grandson. Ali Walsh, he's really doing his thing now. He really
I
climbing.
saw him. Yeah, he doing
I
the
saw
thing.
him like a year or two ago, and I was like, okay, that's cool. He's like 1-0. Like when he first started getting some buzz, I was like, all right, let's see how he does. Now he's starting to really, get some wins on his belt. I mean, not on his belt, on his record. So We'll see about
Hopefully
that.
this Shakur fight and Haney can happen, man. That boy Shakur,
Oh man,
he ain't
that's
playing no
all talk.
games, bro.
I don't think we getting that until like all the other big fights kind of die down. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna try to milk this beef as long as they can,
Right. And I
and
want
then finally
AB
fight.
versus Rolly. AB versus Rolly is pure comedy.
Wait, what?
AB, and you ain't hear AB called out Rolly. That nigga said, Rolly, I want you. And that was the first person he said. He didn't say nothing about Tank. I know that. He didn't say nothing about Tank. But he said, I want
Did
anybody,
you also
everybody.
see that
But he called out Rolly.
first of all, sorry. You know what? Never mind. This is a side note, something we can talk about later.
Too late. Go ahead.
I heard AB, but Antonio Brown, you heard about him getting kicked out of that league?
No,
I
what
heard
happened?
something
It
about
was
that.
a
What league
arena
was it?
football league. He owned the arena football team in the arena football
Oh
league,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they basically kicked him out of the league, him and his whole team out of the league because they didn't want to pay none of the charges. Because it's basically like AAU where you can't just show up to the tournament without paying. So for them, they have to pay
You
every
got
month to be in the league, and he wasn't paying none of the stuff. He was like, "I'm not about to pay none of that." So yeah,
Boy, that man be running off with people money, man. That man, this happens. Like he don't really get in trouble for a lot of.
yeah,
He has, but a lot of the things he gets in trouble for is just not
yeah.
paying people.
But
He's
he
like,
didn't want
bro,
to pay the
just
league,
pay him
so
the
they
money.
kicked him and his whole team out of the league. So now, I mean, he doesn't own the team no more. So that was just something that I just randomly came
That's
to mind
unfortunate.
when y'all talk.
Speaking of owning the team, shout out to Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Got to put that up on here. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth, got to celebrate the brothers out here making some noise. If you don't know, now you know. Ice Cube became one of the first African American people to own a professional sports league, I believe. Or is it? No, yeah, it's the
Yes.
league. He owns the entire league. Yeah, not just
Yep.
the team, of course. Yeah, they're coming here to Detroit in August. I think the last regular season is like August 13th. I'm going to try to head over there so I can see it because, I got to support, the brothers' business. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely try to check that out. So if you don't know, now you know. If you heard of the Big Three and you wanted to know some more about it, now you know it's owned by Ice Cube. If you're a fan of him or you're a fan of his work, hey, it's always good to go support somebody doing something first in our communities. So, all right, transitioning now back to I threw it back to myself.
Balls. New
Whoa,
York nigga.
like why? Like for
Yeah,
what
Pat.
reason? You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
I hope you got your fucking Tim's on, Pat. Huh? You from fucking New York now, huh?
Hey
Oh
man,
shit.
don't worry about what I got going on, man. You worry about what you
I
wear.
ain't wearing nothing. Pause. Fuck, nigga.
Hey, what's up with you, yo? Like, hey, I'm out of here.
Oh man. All right. Transitioning over to my goal of the week. It was a very tough decision, but I came to my decision that I'm gonna share this one. It was a goal in the CONCACAF, I believe, qualifiers for the Gold Cup coming up. It's summertime, so a lot of the now that the regular soccer season is over, a lot of teams are doing their international duties. So we got a lot of teams. If you don't know, the CONCACAF is basically the continental conference of North America. Like Europe has UEFA, Africa has AFCON, I believe it's called, and North America and the Caribbean have CONCACAF. So this team, I believe it's Martinique versus St. Lucia. I think, no, yeah, something like that. But this goal right here by Buddy, watch how he just fakes out the goalie, overstep, boom, taps it right with the left. The goalie had no idea what to do. He flinched on it, and he just didn't know how to react to it. And it was just a really nice goal. This a lot of these guys don't get a lot of the smaller Caribbean teams don't get a lot of showing on TV. As you can see, the stadium's not really that full. They don't get a lot of showing. So I really wanted to point some light on them because it's really they got some really good skills out there. I've been watching a couple of the other games. I think I was watching Guadeloupe play. I was watching another small Caribbean island play earlier today, and the dude was bigger than me. I'm like, dude, I could play for their team. Like, I mean, like his gut was huge. I'm like, bro, you playing soccer? But it's like some of these teams, these small islands are so small. They just whoever's good enough can play on the team. So but some of them have some pretty decent games. So if y'all ever get a chance and you see one of these teams playing this summer, check them out because it's some really good soccer. And yeah, just wanted to show that real quick. And then also quickly, I'll show this one right here. This was I think it was Panama versus Mexico.
Bro is stuck in a split. I just want to note that. That man broke him off so bad he couldn't get back up.
Exactly. Look at how he receives the ball. Boom, bicycle kick. Traps it with his chest and just goes crazy with it. But it didn't count. I think somebody was offsides. I remember they said that. But then also the celebration was hilarious. Boom.
Bro, he called that hit the lay.
And boy
Hit the
said
lay, boy.
offsides, no count. But it was still a nice goal. He was offsides right there. But it's still a nice goal.
New segment. It's called Getting Physical with Pat. Just bringing out little things like random stuff that I might do throughout the week. So this is a workout that I did last week, uh, and just pretty much just want to share it with y'all that y'all can kind of get in. So first, you get in a mile run. You can hop on the treadmill or go outside. I prefer outside run, but um, well, I live with hills. I live in Kennesaw. It's all mountains, so I'm not gonna lie, that's like taxing on your legs. Um, I did the overhead press. Some might call it a military press. Um, and then you can hit squats. Uh, Main thing is, I will say with all this, is you don't want to kill yourself. You want to make sure that you can get through the workout. So you're not in there to try to, overload on yourself or do anything crazy. Just make sure you do a load that you can comfortably do all of this, not straining yourself. We want to push yourself for sure. When you get to about that last two, you want to definitely feel like, damn, I'm almost out of it. But you don't want to, kill yourself. Dumbbell press, lunges, both legs with that eight times with both legs. Shoulder taps, it's basically in a plank, and then just tapping your shoulders. Uh, I did only 8 of those just because I was trying something new. I normally don't do those, so that's a new thing for me. I normally hit the planks, Russian twist. I do that with a weight, and then 10 minutes of jump rope. You call it a day. Jump rope is always nice. I also told the crew you can also do boxing. I like to do boxing, or just go and play basketball. Just something to cardio, um, just to get yourself moving, get yourself running around. But yeah, I mean that's my little workout that I might do for myself when I have a full body workout day.
Yes, sir. We like that. We like that. Got to stay physical out here.
Yes, that's
Got to
getting
take care of your
physical.
body. Yes, sir. All right. Now, also, just because you take care of your physical health, you got to make sure you take care of your mental health. And with that, we're gonna move into. You already know, Cooley's gonna lead us into the wisdom of the week. Go ahead, my boy.
Yes, sir. Wisdom of the week. Consistency. Just I'm gonna go off of what Pat said. When you're doing things and it's new to you and you're trying it out, you gotta just be consistent. You gotta keep going. You gotta take those small increments of progress and celebrate those to give yourself encouragement to keep going through the process. And you gotta respect the process. So if you try something new, it's not gonna happen the first time, might not happen the second time, might not happen the third time. But the whole time you're failing, you're not really failing. You're just learning a new way of not doing it, if that makes sense. So the biggest thing is just consistent. When I first started working out, man, I was skinny. I was like a buck 40. Now I'm like at 170, like solid, consistent, like, and it just that comes from just being consistent year in, year out for like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And anytime you see somebody be successful at something, just know it was years put into that they had to fail. They had to wake up every day and do that task or that project or that study every day to the point where they got proficient. And then that what leads you to mastery. So like I said, anytime you start something new and it's not familiar with, just go into the mindset like you're going to mess up. You're not gonna get it the first time. But it's all part of you building that muscle memory to where you could build it in your subconscious, like, okay, now I could do this to a level, and I don't think about it. And that's how you get to that flow state. And you don't get to that flow state, you don't get to that level of mastery till you go through it year in, year out, messing up. So that's my wisdom of the week. When y'all feel discouraged, just remember this is just part of the process. And the biggest thing I say to anybody trying to be successful at whatever you want to do, don't quit. Keep pushing through. I know it sounds cliche, but honestly, that's the way. Consistency. That's the wisdom of the week. Consistency.
That's a good one right there, man. That's a good one. I've been working with the consistency this week, and I've been telling myself too about the process. It's okay to hate the process because you are going to love the results. Got to think about that when you go into the week too, guys.
Yes, sir. And even when you get to even when you get to that finish line, just know, like, once you get to the finish line, you got to go back to the drawing board and get like another goal, because it never
Right.
stops.
Before we get up out of here, y'all boys, I want to give everybody a chance to promote anything that they need to promote out there. You know what I'm saying? So if you got something you want to promote, go ahead. Let's now's a good time to chop it up and just say what you got going on and give people a promotion and tell them where to find you, what you're promoting at.
Yeah, I want to just pop out one time. We got Evil Angels. I'm a co-owner. I'm a creative director of that. We coming out with the summer line. We did a pop-up like a couple weeks ago, just to test out some samples in LA, for the Harlem Renaissance collection we got. So we're dropping one more person, Duke Ellington. We already got Langston Hughes, Stephanie Baker, and then that's gonna be the Harlem Renaissance. And we dropping hats. We got more teas on the way for Evil Angels. Just keep on the lookout for that. And then this gonna be the first place I announce it, man. We got Frank Mason on the way. The clothing brand is gonna be nice quality, cut and sew couture clothing. We're gonna have bags, nice leather goods. It's on the way. Just stay tuned and keep on lookout for that. That's what I promoting right there.
Hey, you can
Nice.
find me on IG y.pat_. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I got a couple things in the work, but we're gonna keep it on the low and just keep your eye out.
Okay. All right. I like it, man. If you guys are interested into fantasy novels or anything like that, I last year I released my first book called Mood on Act 1. You can find that on my Instagram page, Jamel Kijana, JamelKijana. You can find all the links to that to get you that, because I'll be releasing another book, hopefully by the end of this summer as well, that is going to be within that same franchise and world that I'm trying to build with this character. And it's just something very interesting people might find if you're into fantasy or the genre of fantasy with people that kind of look more like us, So, because growing up as a kid, the fantasy genre wasn't a lot of kids of my skin tone. So it's something that I really wanted to create for the next generation and just people that love the genre and want to feel more represented and not in a forced diversified type of way, and just a natural way of, hey, this is something I could read that, kind of relates to me a little bit. So if you guys are interested in that, check that out. I do audio covers of it as well on YouTube. I try to get those out at least once every 2 weeks. I think I'm on my first book, Mood on Act 1. I think I've done up to chapter 2 or 3. And you can find that on YouTube. Just search my name, Jamel Kijana, JamelKijana, or you could just type in Mood on Act 1. That's Mood on MOODON. Act 1, you can find it there. It should probably be the only thing on YouTube that's close to that. So, yeah, that's my promotions as well. And, you know, just would appreciate that if you guys ever get a chance to go and take a listen and a read to it. The book isn't too lengthy. I try to keep it under 150 pages, so. All right. Anybody else got something they need to promote?
Real quick, Evil Angels, that's at Evil Angels, that's EVOLXANGELZ. Just wanted to say that.
Perfect. And this is our first time doing the promotion segment. So next week we'll be a little bit more efficient with it. I'll have a picture of my book up, get some pictures from Cooley to get some pictures of the wardrobe and where to find everything at, and all of our Instagram names if you need to contact us about anything that we're promoting. So definitely be on the lookout for that next week. So that way we don't have to keep spelling it. You'll just have it on the screen, just like when you're watching this YouTube video. We'll have it on the screen for you so you can see the products that we're trying to promote out here today. So I appreciate you guys joining me this episode. I appreciate y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share the pod, man. We trying to grow something, and let's keep growing. The only way we grow is if we share, So, yep, y'all have a good rest of y'all week and enjoy.